Welcome back to the off-road camper. Here's the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk. As I've previously stated, not sure what's going on. I went and had all the fluids and filters changed on the truck. I had a odd clunking noise when pulling away and turning from a stop on the front end. So they checked everything out, insisted there was nothing wrong, but they did do an alignment. It was a little out. But there was some abnormal wear to the driver front tire, so they moved that to the rear. And so then I went and did all the license and registration on the vehicle, so it's good for another 2 years here in Oregon. The next day I went to start it up to take it to the grocery store, and drove down to the grocery store, which is maybe a mile away. It's about 10 blocks. And I heard a weird chime as I was getting ready to turn it off. Didn't recognize what the chime that it made. So I went into the store, got some groceries, came back out, started it up. Didn't hear any chimes, didn't see anything abnormal on the dash, and I got about halfway back, so about 5 blocks, and the whole dash lights up like a Christmas tree. First thing that lit up was traction control, and then lane keep assist, and then parking sensors, which aren't even turned on. I have those deactivated. And then on top of that, it said service all-wheel drive system, and then it chimed a couple more times as I pulled around the corner to get back here. And now it's also saying service all-wheel drive system on the dash. I don't know what's wrong. This thing has been pretty flawless other than a fuel mileage issue, which has pretty much prevented me from driving it for the last 18 months. I mean, other than the fuel mileage issue, it drove fine. I haven't had any problems with the all-wheel drive since I've owned it. And we're going on 5 years now. It's always just done its job, but over the last 18 months or so, well, basically the last 2 years, I'm paying $1,000 a month for car payment and insurance on this vehicle. It's financed, so I got to have full coverage insurance, and I can't drive it. So after we discovered the ticking sound about 18 months ago, we put it into a local shop because I was stranded on the Oregon coast, and they had done some work on my diesel E450. Acted like it would be no big deal to get done. They had previously done the thermostat housing, temperature switch, and a cooling fan and a radiator. So I went ahead and had that done, and then immediately I noticed there was a drivability problem, and I took it back, and they said, oh well, we just need to reset the computers, the learning on the computers and the saved data. So they did that. And then because I had no other vehicle that I trusted to make it to Overland Expo last year, I drove it to Overland Expo with as light a loadout as I could on gear and trailer. It was basically an empty trailer with a bedroll and the Jeep, which was pretty much empty. It did all right, but wasn't great. I came back, I told them, I says, hey, something's wrong with this thing. It's not getting the fuel mileage it's supposed to. And they said, well, let's check the computer thing again. I says, it feels like it's hunting for timing. It's got a really bad misfire on cold start. Something's going on, And they just didn't want to hear anything about it. They didn't want to do anything about it. They just really didn't give a shit. They got my money, and that's all that mattered to them. So for the last 18 months, I really don't drive it unless I'm taking it to or from a repair shop. Every time I go into a repair shop, it's $2,000 more money, and they come and tell me, oh, no codes, No check engine light, nothing wrong with it. It's running fine. So now not only do I have the fuel consumption issue, I have the fact that something's going on with the all-wheel drive or system or transfer case or rear differential, something. I don't know what it is yet. It is locked out of four-wheel drive low, which tells me it's probably transfer case. I don't know. I'd almost suspect that the tire that they moved from the front to back would be throwing it off, but I don't understand why that same tire in the front wouldn't have done the same thing. I don't know how the all-wheel drive system in this works, but and it's not like that tire is excessively weared. It just had a little bit more wear on the inside edge than the other front tire. So if you look at the two back tires, you can't tell which one they switched. So but anyway, that all said, the Jeep is only worth $9,000, and I currently owe almost $24,000 on it. And in the last 18 months, I've spent over $10,000 just to get it drivable so I can use it. So Jeep, if you're listening, I'd love to have you fix my Pentastar and tell me what's wrong with my drivetrain. Loyal Jeep customer, content creator for 6 years with this vehicle and 2 previous Jeeps. And you know, I'm pretty much done with the Jeep brand if I can't get this thing fixed. I definitely can't afford to throw any more money at a problem that doesn't solve itself. $2,000 for them to tell me there's nothing wrong every single time I go to a dealer or a shop is just crazy insane. So, as always, like, subscribe, and share.